Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to feel your emotions. I think that's something that many people struggle with and don't know how to really do it. And it's not super complicated, but I'm gonna explain a little bit how to do it and what are some things that you could be doing and watching out for if you think that it's difficult to feel your emotions. But before we're jumping into today's topic, my name is Julia. I'm your manifestation coach, and in today's video I already said that. And here on my YouTube channel I'm talking about all things consciousness, inner healing, self-love, and manifestation. If you're looking for one-on-one support on your journey, you know where to find the link to my online shop and also to my Instagram, where there's lots of free content. Now, why does it seem difficult for people to understand, or for us humans to actually feel our emotions? I think the reason is because we're so used to thinking, and thoughts can be so tangible that we easily kind of get into our heads and start thinking about something rather than actually feeling it. Usually that happens when an emotion feels unpleasant or overwhelming. It could also be something positive, but it's overwhelming us and it's too intense and it makes us feel too much. So we are trying to retreat into our heads without even noticing it. And the way that this can show at the beginning is just you might feel a little more disconnected, but then in the long run you might be completely distracted, always doing stuff to distract yourselves from feeling what you're feeling, constantly keeping yourself busy, never spending time in silence, never spending time alone, or spending too much time alone but only overthinking stuff. And different ways in which you're distracting yourself, maybe through video games, maybe through social media, maybe through work, maybe through drinking, drugs. There's so many ways it could be distracting yourself, but the common denominator is that you are trying to avoid feeling and that you are keeping yourself disconnected and in a state where you are kind of removed from the present moment. Now, how can you counteract that? And it's actually it's easy but not simple, or I think that's the saying, it's easy but not simple. So in order to feel, there is not a ABC technique to actually get you into your emotions. In fact, you are already feeling. If you wouldn't be feeling, you wouldn't want to avoid the emotions. So if you wouldn't be feeling the emotions, you wouldn't be trying to avoid them. It's because you're actually already feeling them that you're trying to avoid the emotions. And the thing is only that you are putting a layer on top of the emotion. So for example, let's say you're feeling uncomfortable and then you're putting the layer of watching TV on top of that, so you're not feeling the emotion so intensely or so clearly. Or let's say you're feeling anxious and you're putting the layer of affirmations on top of it, so you're affirming that you're confident while still feeling anxious. And sometimes it can help to change the state and eliminate a feeling for the moment. What you want to learn as well is to just simply feel the feeling, feel the emotion, be in it, and then decide to soothe yourself and to accept that part of yourself as well. And the way that you do it is simply sitting yourself down in silence and just being with yourself. And for some of you, thoughts like, I don't know how to do it might come up, or thoughts like, am I doing this right? How am I really feeling it? And you can notice these thoughts, but don't let them discourage you. At the beginning, when I started to meditate, I didn't actually realize that I was also learning how to really deeply feel. But my mind was constantly on. It was constantly on. And at some point, I realized I realized what my emotions are, or it just became more apparent to me, okay, those are my thoughts and these are my feelings. It's not like they're completely disconnected from each other. It's all part of your inner reality. But sometimes you might be thinking that I'm not feeling anything when you're actually feeling numbness or emptiness or even nothingness. It's still a feeling. It's still something that you are sensing and feeling. So allow yourself to be non-judgmental in the process and just sit with yourself. And when you're sitting with yourself, as I said, sometimes there might be emptiness, there might be like a void, or you might be feeling numb. So those kind of emotions or feeling states are maybe a little bit difficult to spot at the beginning because you think that you're just not feeling anything. But then if you're constantly or continuously and consistently coming back to a place of silence with yourself, where you're just taking a few minutes out of your day to just simply sit yourself down and feel, and usually when you're feeling like you're super distracted or overwhelmed, that's the point when you at least should start to sit down with yourself, or that's the latest point when you should sit down with yourself and feel, and just allow yourself to sit in that silence. And if you're feeling nothing, or if you think that you're feeling nothing, or if you don't know what you're feeling, let it be that. Okay, that's your experience. You don't know what you're feeling. But sometimes you're going to notice that, oh, I'm actually feeling something in my body. I'm actually feeling sensations or emotions. I'm actually feeling anxious. I'm actually feeling rushed or uncomfortable or impatient. A lot of the time you might feel impatient. And as you're sitting there with yourself, letting the impatience be there, you're going to access more emotions and feel like, yeah, maybe I'm a little bit panicked right now, or maybe I'm a little bit anxious right now, or maybe I'm actually quite happy right now, or I'm comfortable right now. Whatever it is, just allow yourself to sit with it. And another way that will help you feel more is when you get into your body. If you want some guidance on that, then type into the YouTube search Heart Meditation Manifest with Julia, and you're going to find 2 heart meditations where I'm guiding you how to connect with your body. If you do that, you're also going to become much more aware of your emotions, because it's also through being present in your body that you start to feel your emotions more evidently, and they're going to start to be more obvious to you. Whichever way you're choosing, it's important to be patient, because your emotional awareness will develop bit by bit. And also at the beginning, you might even feel withdrawal symptoms because you're not distracting yourself. So allow yourself to just be aware of any withdrawal symptoms, any kind of impatience or rush or unwillingness to sit with yourself, and just keep on coming back to a place where you're sitting in silence, let's say 5 minutes with yourself, and you're just sitting there. And if you're feeling impatient, then so be it. Just develop that patience or that mindfulness to just be there with that emotion, rather than always trying to avoid it. If you're constantly avoiding your emotions, it's a recipe for disaster and for an inability to focus. Whereas when you keep being with your emotions, you will learn how to focus, how to heal, how to process your emotions. So allow yourself to do it. You don't have to sit there for too long. Like if you're feeling helpless or something like that, then allow yourself to realize that maybe you might want to get some professional support. I don't think that you have to do it, but I do recommend it if you feel that when you're sitting with yourself, you're having a downward spiral. I would recommend to get professional support by a therapist, by a coach. You can reach out to me, but also to any other therapist or coach or psychologist that you are trusting. It's really important to speak to someone that you're trusting, or sometimes even a YouTube video might be helping you. Yeah, the idea is when you're allowing yourself to process your emotions, that you can use my YouTube videos for that. They will help you, like for example the video 5 tips for emotional healing that is in my emotional healing playlist on YouTube can help you. Or any other video where I talk about how to change your inner narrative as well. Like these 2 types of videos will work very well together. But you gotta make sure to address the emotional level as well as the mental level in the long run. Alright, I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have any further questions, put them in the comments below. If you need my support, check out the links in the comments below. And I really do intend that this video was super helpful, and I wish you a lot of success on your emotional awareness and emotional healing journey. See you in the next video. Bye bye.